Okay, so I don't trust the government with anything. I don't trust them with the potholes. I don't trust them with nothing. I don't want them in any aspect of my life. And you're going to feel the same way after hearing about these stories, specifically grandmothers who are being arrested all throughout this country for the simple crime of having and using CBD, which is legal. It's legal. There's a law that says CBD is legal. Doesn't matter. The police, DHS, Homeland Security, meant to protect you, doesn't care. They're still arresting grandmothers, as we have incredulous stories coming from Texas that we're going to get into specifically with a specific videotape, but just other stories of a grandmother who was arrested, a great-grandmother who was arrested at Disney World for having CBD to treat her arthritis. And this is absolutely insane, seeing innocent people, great-grandmothers, being kidnapped, thrown in cages because of CBD used to treat aches and pains, arthritis, and a bunch of other medical things that has been proven to have medical benefits. Doesn't get you high, doesn't get grandma all loopy talking about the time she was doing wild things. No, this is actually helping grandma and her medical, mental, physical state. And the police don't give a damn throwing these innocent women in jail. Let's talk about this story from Texas, Jason. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, so you had this woman. She was on a flight. She's in Texas. They go through her luggage in her suitcase, and they test her CBD oil. She's surprised that they arrest her. However, apparently that's kind of the new norm. I don't know if this is just a racket to, get money. But basically, they're using the state law that if anything tests positive for THC, which there are trace amounts in this CBD oil, they arrest you. And this woman spent 2 nights in 2 separate jails, one of which where she slept on the floor next to a toilet. And she described it as the scariest experience of her life by a long shot.
Jason, let's play the clip of the officer justifying this. This statist bootlicker who doesn't have a soul and this gets me angry, man. I travel with CBD sometimes. I can't do that anymore because federal authorities are absolutely insane and stupid. This is not a drug meant to get me high. This is for anti-inflammation. This is for my constant back spasms and herniated discs and pinched nerves and all these other injuries that I have. But I can't travel with that because the federal authorities are so stupid. They can't understand that it's been federally legalized. And again, the whole states thing, that's a whole other argument. But let's play this officer. Let's see his argument about this.
Have detained a number of travelers.
I would say maybe a year ago it was almost non-existent, but within the last 6 months, the increase in our interception rate for that has skyrocketed.
Attorneys for the CBD...
Pause it. Yes, it's skyrocketing because Trump signed the Farm Bill, legalizing hemp, legalizing... large. Oh, God damn it! What? Gee, I'm a police officer. Oh, gee whiz! Within the last 6 months, literally it's been almost 6 months since Trump passed the Farm Bill, making it legal. But gee whiz, man, I don't know why people are smoking so much CBD, having CBD. Sorry, Jason. I got nothing else to say. I'm pissed.
Yeah, again, I don't think that grandmothers or anybody should be arrested for CBD oil at all. I think that we should have the decriminalization of marijuana in general, although there should be probably some regulation there and keep it to adults 18 and over. That's about all I want. And I don't want it legalized and taxed and all this other nonsense. We've already seen the medical benefits out there. It's a real thing. To try to deny that now is absolutely ludicrous. People like Coca-Cola are investing in CBD Coke. I mean, when it's that level of marketable and commercial, it is alarming that certain jurisdictions are still using loopholes to put people in jail when they know damn well CBD is everywhere.
Yeah, CBD is federally legal. Trump made that a law again, and then these people are just absolutely insane. Is this something that the federal government will challenge the state on? Most likely not, because again, this shows you how the war on drugs is an absolute scam. It's meant to generate revenue for the state, revenue for the government. Again, this grandmother shouldn't be sleeping next to a toilet for 2 days, locked in a cage, extorted, kidnapped, next to actual real criminals, rapists, murderers. For what? For what? Having medication? That's literally what they're doing here. There's other cases that are just absolutely insane, where a trucker is facing years in prison for transporting legal hemp. Because, again, the cops are just, oh, I'm just doing my job. No, you're going far above and beyond that and doing something absolutely immoral. We should play a little bit more of that rest of that clip just to keep going on here. But, again, the main issue here is that this is just a completely backwards, immoral, legal justice system. It's not legal. It's not justice. It's absolutely criminal. And it's meant to generate revenue for the state, which will do it in all kinds of egregious ways, which includes locking your grandma up for having her medication. Let's play a little bit more of this video.
Yeah, so here's where they explain the loophole right here.
CBD industry argue federal authorities have no right to detain someone with CBD.
Federal law is very clear, and when a customs official pulls someone over for this, he or she is acting in the wrong.
They say the federal farm bill that became law in December legalized CBD made from hemp. Hemp CBD contains only trace amounts of THC, the substance that produces a high in marijuana. But customs officials say they are still in the process of implementing the new federal rules. So for now,
What's so hard to implement when it says CBD legal? And again, when they talk about trace amounts, they're talking about amounts that don't affect you, that don't get you high, that don't have any psychedelic effect at all. Again, trace elements, again, just absolutely nothing there to get you off, to get you high. What's so hard? What's so hard about understanding, hey, federally, CBD's fine. Don't worry. The trace amounts don't get people high. People are not abusing this. They're using this for medical purposes. Nothing sinister, nothing illegal here. Why do you want to create a black market to allow gangsters and gangs to thrive in this kind of situation? To what? Now have an illegal underground CBD market in some states because the stupid government bootlicking administrators, officers can't simply implement a law. What do they mean by implement a law? That's bullcrap. They just want more money. Let's just be honest here. Oh, it's taking us a while to understand CBD legal. Dude, I don't know. We're going to have to think about this one. It's a hard statement for me to rectify and understand in my brain, so we're going to keep arresting grandma here. Sorry. That's literally what they're saying. Sorry, go ahead, Jason.
No, yeah, you like arresting grandmas, don't you? It's kind of your thing.
From the
I'm pretty sure. You know, let's go to this clip here.
You're playing audio.
Yes, let's go to this clip right here.
Tonight, a news station exclusive. A great-grandmother on vacation at Disney, suddenly cuffed, arrested, and sent to jail. All because she had this in her purse, CBD oil.
I've never had maybe one speeding ticket in my life. I had no, I've never been in a jailhouse.
The warning everyone in Florida needs to hear. Just once.
She had peppermint CBD at a theme park that's already egregiously overpriced to be there. And then when they found it, they decided to arrest her. I would say that this is almost even more insane, at least when you look at, how they set it up with the airports and, customs authorities, and they try to make it sound all legitimate. Dude, you are at Disney, and this is happening. You're at Disney World in California. Like, come on. Or I'm sorry, Disney World in Florida. Come on, man. Like, the biggest Disney is going to send you there? Give me a break.
How do you explain that to your toddler? Like, sorry, grandma's being taken away by Mickey Mouse now because of her medication. How do you explain that to a kid? Again, this could have been me easily. I've been caught. I just remembered, hey, I have CBD always with me. I travel. I've been to many airports. It could have been easily me. It could have been easily anybody. We still don't know the sheer numbers of people who are being arrested for something that's legally out there. The state loopholes are absolutely bullcrap. To implement the laws, come on, don't bullcrap me on that. A grandma, for frick's sakes, Jason, what has our country turned to where we have these opportunist, blood-sucking, family-friendly show here, but monsters. They're monsters. Locking up grandmas all throughout this country for something that they were told, it is totally legal. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
It is pretty nuts, but it seems to be the new norm in this police state, guys. It's time to decriminalize marijuana across the board and not let big government and big corporations profiteer off this in a manner that exploits everybody and helps no one. We know that this stuff has great medical properties. We should be using them. We shouldn't be in a rush to patent certain parts of them so we can jack the price up and screw over the population. Just my thoughts. We also shouldn't be arresting grandmas at airports and Disney World. That's kind of crazy as well. Luke, we're doing 4 videos a day. Is that 4 videos a day?
4 videos a day.
4 videos a day over at News for a Change and We Are Change. Please make sure you're subscribed to both. You're ringing those notification bells. You're sharing this on social media because we can't. And I should get that phone sometime next week, Luke. I'm pretty excited. I'm cutting off Facebook altogether. Goodbye, Facebook. We've done several videos on why you should be leaving this week. CrossFit has taken the initiative to leave, and I applaud them for that as well. So maybe you too can figure out something you want to do to be the change you want to see in the world.